Buckle up, you're about to hear one of the worst music takes I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know who started this debate, but Lil Uzi is not more versatile than NBA YoungBoy. I don't know what the fuck type dick Lil Uzi fans be smoking, and I fuck with Lil Uzi. His music is hard, but he does not compare to NBA YoungBoy. Not lyrically, not musically, not nothing. The only thing that I will say Lil Uzi does better than NBA YoungBoy sometimes is just production. That's literally it. His beat selection is just a little bit better. That's about it. But as far as the whole conversation and discourse about who's more versatile, bro, Lil Uzi has never been more versatile than NBA YoungBoy. And if he has, it was only up until about 2017 to 2018. Anything past that point, NBA YoungBoy has been the most versatile artist in the game. It's not even remotely close. This nigga has made a song in every single genre, from rap, rock, trap, grunge music. The nigga has made fucking the nigga has a few fucking Rasta songs. Like, bro, I'm telling you, Lil Uzi could not rap on half the beats that NBA YoungBoy raps on, while YoungBoy could rap on every single beat that Lil Uzi has ever put out, and it's not even fucking remotely close. And anybody arguing that is fucking delusional. And then another thing with Lil Uzi fans is that y'all don't even give him a chance to even be experimental, to even be versatile. Because the moment Lil Uzi drops anything that isn't his typical flow or anything that he typically puts out, y'all fucking hate it instantly. Like that Pink album, when he put that out trying to be, versatile and change up his style, y'all fucking hated it. When YoungBoy switches up his style, some of his fans might complain a little bit, but nigga, his diehard fans, they still fuck with that shit heavily. Like a majority of people.
I want to say something. I remember having a very similar conversation about Lil Uzi and YoungBoy, probably back in like high school. I'm not old, it was like a couple years ago. It wasn't about like versatility, it was just about who's the better artist. And I said Lil Uzi, of course. I don't know if you could tell, I like Lil Uzi. He's one of my, not one, he's literally top 2 favorite rappers. Uzi, Cardi, top 2 favorite rappers all the time. And literally when I said that, every figurative gun was pointed at me. Everybody was just staring at me like I had just said the craziest thing ever. And this dude really just brought back memories where I was basically fighting a 1v15. But anyways, this nigga is dumb. To say Lil Uzi does not compare to YoungBoy musically, first of all, that is already insane in and of itself. And then to bring up the lyrics, but you know what's funny? YoungBoy's best argument would probably be lyrically, but you could argue he doesn't even have that. When Uzi hits like a flow state, it's actually crazy. And if you don't believe me, go listen to Pop, New Paddock, Shells, Free Uzi, Homecoming. That's just a couple songs. So to act like it's not even a comparison between them is actually stupid. And I would honestly say you probably just don't listen to that nigga for real. So the next thing he brings up is that if Uzi was more versatile, it would have to only have been to about 2017 to 2018. And after that, it's basically cooked. Like Uzi is not nowhere near as versatile as YoungBoy. But okay, I'm gonna play that game. Let's start from 2019, right? Uzi dropped Eternal Take, Lil Uzi versus the World, which is basically the deluxe of Eternal Take, but that's like a whole, 13 more songs. So basically you can say it's basically another album. He dropped Pluto X Baby Pluto, which might not be his best work, but I would say it's a little underrated. He dropped Red and White EP. He also dropped Pink Tape, which is arguably his most versatile album. Let's just start with Eternal Take. Bro, I'm so serious when I say this. I dead ass believe that there's probably not one song on Eternal Take where YoungBoy would have outperformed Uzi on any of those beats. The beats on Eternal Take, YoungBoy is not used to, and that's just not his specialty. And that's perfectly fine. Could YoungBoy maybe have made a maybe bad song off of some of them beats? Maybe even, I'll give him a couple songs he probably would have did good on. But you're talking about one of, literally, you could argue Uzi's best albums. If you genuinely think you give all those beats to YoungBoy and he makes a classic album like what Eternal Take is, you're fucking lying. I do not believe you. Go listen to Chrome Heart Tags and tell me YoungBoy would have rapped on that shit like Uzi was rapping on that shit. You're fucking lying. I do not believe you. The fact that he literally says YoungBoy has been the most versatile rapper in the game since 2018. You don't even have to be like me and be a big Uzi fan to be like, yo, there's no way you are saying YoungBoy has been the most versatile artist since 2018. Like, I genuinely do not know what to say to you if you actually believe that YoungBoy has been the most versatile artist since 2018. I think you might just be bird brain, dead ass. I also want to bring up, just because you have songs in other genres does not mean anything to me. Because I can go make a song in another genre. That does not necessarily mean that it's good. Some niggas need to stick to rapping. And I'm gonna be honest, I think YoungBoy's one of them niggas. He does not perform that well when he actually goes into these different genres. Y'all just saying that just because he actually goes and try it. But niggas is not blasting this shit. Most people are not actually sitting there blasting it. Yes, you little 1% of you fucking dick riding YoungBoy fans are blasting that shit. But y'all niggas are sick. And y'all are fucked in the head anyways. Because literally, if no one likes the music, then what's the point? Are you really that versatile if whenever you put out songs in different genres, it's just bad music? Literally, a big example of what I'm talking about is when YoungBoy dropped I Rest My Case, trying to fucking be like Cardi. Bro had a mix of rage beats and electronic beats and all type of weird shit that's just not him. And I'm saying weird shit, I mean weird shit for him. I like shit like that. That's how I knew this shit was ass. No one is sitting there listening to I Rest My Case by YoungBoy. Especially not his target audience, and not the niggas that like them type of beats either. The underground fans that really be sitting there listening to them rage beats and them electronic beats do not want to hear YoungBoy rap on that shit. And neither do his fans. That's why that shit did not do well. That shit was not good. And that's literally, in my opinion, okay. Sometimes you just need to stay in your lane. I think something people have to stop doing is expecting every artist to be versatile. It's just not really realistic, and sometimes it's a little unfair to the artist, and I think that's just kind of weird. And then the fact that he literally tries to say that YoungBoy is in all these other genres, he tried to bring up he's in rock, trap, grunge. First of all, like I said earlier, no one is listening to YoungBoy for that. And two, Lil Uzi literally has songs in those genres. So what are you even talking about? Uzi has songs in all those genres. That's why I'm starting to think this shit is rage bait. Like, if you seriously believe YoungBoy can rap on every song Uzi has ever put out, you are actually fucking delusional. I think his only part that I can slightly agree with is there are some fans that complain about Uzi trying to be versatile. Although I would say I think some of those people that speak on Uzi trying to be versatile, I really feel like they're not actual fans. They're just fucking people that came to hear the album and don't really care that much about him. Because if you've been paying attention to the type of artist Uzi is, he's always tried to think outside the box. He's always tried to do more versatile shit. That's just how he's been. I also don't believe that YoungBoy fans don't care about him dropping versatile music. I think that they do care and they dislike it. I think what happens is because YoungBoy drops so much more music, there's less of a magnifying glass on him. And there's less of his fans getting on the internet and talking about it. Because it's not as big of an event as when Uzi's about to drop his album. When Uzi drops his album, everybody starts talking about it. Even people that aren't even Uzi fans. You got the people coming out, oh, bro, this nigga's weird ass nigga. Why are people still listening to him in the big 2025? They never like this nigga, but they want to start talking about Uzi album. But honestly, bro, I genuinely don't know if he actually messes with Uzi as much as he claimed to say. I actually find that really hard to believe. Because if you listen to Uzi and you really love his music, there is no way you could come to this conclusion. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think you need to get your ears checked because this shit is a horrible take.